Okay, so this is the UF Instigator Simulator screenshot you can see here. And I'm just going to go ahead and on the green screen you could see actually the robot sitting in a stationary position right now until I actually start the simulation. And the way it works right now is that the autonomous control algorithm is actually trying to move the vehicle, but the simulation engine hasn't started yet. So once I go ahead and hit the start button, you can see it start moving. I could go ahead and in the simulation control box turn on the beams, the display to the beams. The beams are always on, and I can also show the area that's being cut. Now I could stop the simulator, and I could go ahead and draw an obstacle for the simulation UF instigator to go around. So for example, if I put an object, a circle object here using the circle tool, as you can see when I start the simulator again, if you take a look at the left sensor, you can see it actually goes off and shows you the centimeter value. And then the robot, with this particular autonomous control algorithm, it'll move itself out of the way, but it's totally dependent on what the user wants to make it. Now I could also make a moving object, moving circle object, where I could just go ahead and create another circle here, and select the velocity and the velocity vector, so the farther I pull it, the faster it'll go, and it shows also the direction. I go ahead and press, click the button again, and it leaves the velocity vector, and it shows the way that the object's going to move. So if I hit the start button again, you can see that the actual object moves again. Now the object's actually much heavier than the simulation robot, so it actually pushes it out of the way. But that's up to the designers of the vehicle to change or manipulate. But that's actually what would happen on the field. We can also make a object that's made out of straight lines. So I could go ahead and make a straight wall here, here, and here, making sort of a diamond figure for an obstacle for the robot to also avoid. And on the bottom left hand side here, you could actually see the percentage that's cut of the grass, and as well as the heading. And on the right hand side here, you can actually see the left and right wheel speeds of the simulation. And these values are actually outputs from the autonomous control algorithm. On the bottom right hand side here is the tools that I was using to create these objects. And that's pretty much it as far as the scope of what the simulation does, and it provides a test bed for the designer for the autonomous control to test different types of cutting algorithms for the UF instigator.